What up, y'all? What up, yo? Yo, so it's the day after. They call this Black Friday, but I'm gonna call this Rest Up Friday for obvious reasons for us here. It's your boy Mark Howard, man. We talk Cowboys here. That's what we do on this Friday after Thanksgiving, especially when we come off a dub, beating the Kansas City Chiefs. We beat them 31-28 in a good game. Uh, I won't lie to you. It looked in that game that we should have won by a little bit more. We started out shaky with the interception. Kansas City does what it does, but the defense kind of got it together. And I think throughout, for the most part, Kansas City's tough. I do like the way we played. I think we looked good as a team. Looked like the better team throughout in that sense there. Uh, 31-28. It was a late touchdown that they got to bring it to within three. And what was really good for us is that our offense was able to just keep the ball and run the clock out. Keep the ball and run the clock out. This was something that we haven't been able to do in a very long time to make this close. Uh, didn't have to rush for a touchdown. I think if they would have wanted to go after a touchdown for insurance, we would have got it. But I think they were able to just say, hey, look, let's just control the clock, control the ball, get the first downs, move the sticks, make them burn their time. Because they had three timeouts. They had three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. So we ran the clock out for 3 minutes. Got them to use their timeouts. Went through the 2-minute warning, got another needed first down, and that was all she wrote. That's control. That's how you win in the NFL. You're not going to live off blowing people out. Blow out Washington, they sorry. Blow out the Giants, But if you're going to win games against the top teams, even though Kansas City doesn't look like one of the top teams, but you're looking at a team that's been to the Super Bowl for 3 years. They still got the best quarterback in the game in Patrick Mahomes, and he showed it. You're playing games against Philadelphia, who are defending Super Bowl champions. And again, we're going to play Detroit Lions. The teams that are considered top team, whether they're having that year or not, it's going to be close games. They're going to be close games, and you got to be able to pull it out. Got to be able to pull out. So I'm very, very happy seeing, the play calling. Brian Schottenheimer has this team a team. They're disciplined. You can't be mad at that. Hey. And you hear him at the end when he calls off the accolades of what everybody did and their contributions. Their team is around. The team is into it. It's genuine. Hey, with some defense, we got a squad, y'all. So I'm going to tap in with it, looking at with the stats here in the game. The Chiefs passed for about 261 yards. Patrick Mahomes, 261 yards, 4 touchdowns. Was a great last drive, especially when I thought we had him sacked and he broke those tackles, and on his way, before he hit the ground, he threw a nice pass for about 25 yards down the field to hit Xavier Worthy, put him in scoring position. That was a third down play too. But he passed for 261 yards, 4 touchdowns. Running game, they had a moment. They had a moment early with the running. So they picked up 119 yards. Kareem Hunt led them with just 58. Mahomes was really the next amount of yards at 30 yards. So that was 88 of the 119 between the running back, and then a third of it being your quarterback. Just his escapability. He had a couple of big runs when we couldn't bring him down, but he can run. Reception-wise, Rashee Rice was their best consistent receiver. He had 2 touchdowns off of 92 yards with 8 catches. But again, I think the defense made it so it wasn't so potent against us. I'm not going to lie to you. On the fantasy league, we got Rashee Rice, and it's a perfect scenario when my Cowboys can win, but I get good points from it. So we won our game, and we're going into the playoffs getting the first round bye. Anyway, with the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, other than the interception that was in the first drive, and he was hit, no excuses. The interception goes on the books as is. But he threw for 320 yards, had a very masterful game. Came close on a couple other passes, there's no doubt about that, but that's Dak. He throws to that spot, that area. The receivers go get it. Nonetheless, he only had 1 interception. That gave up the first score to Kansas City. He threw for 320 yards and 2 touchdowns, plus an extra point conversion too as well. Rushing wise, we ran total of 137 yards, a little better than what Kansas City did. Javonte Williams led us with 59 yards. And Malik Davis. Malik Davis has found a home. You know, the team doesn't trust in Jadon Blue. I was looking for him to be able to make some of these plays. Malik Davis, who I like, who I thought they didn't really trust, at least the previous regime didn't. They trusted him. He had a total of 47 yards, but 43 of the 47 yards was a touchdown run. So Malik Davis has looked strong. He's come in. He's not getting a whole lot of carries, but he's effective. And he does work on special team as well. Pickens had a solid game, 6 receptions for 88 yards, and that 2-point conversion reception. But CeeDee Lamb came back, being CeeDee Lamb as he was. No biggie about Sunday before. He led his pace to everybody with seven receptions off 11 targets. Didn't have any drops. Some of the other ones were just passes that didn't get to him. Seven receptions for 112 yards and a touchdown. That's CD. Love the defense, giving little stats. We had 3 sacks. Jadeveon Clowney was able to get 2, and Sam Williams got 1. So it was a great effort all the way around. Very good effort all the way around. I like the way the game is called. I think in any week, especially against a top-level team, a high-power offense, in a short day's notice, Eberflus was able to have them prepared. And again, we're able to get into his face. We're able to make him rush outside the pocket, get a little bit off script. Quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes can play off script. But we were able to make plays, and we were able to get the ball back to the offense when we needed to in certain times, especially key points of the game. That's how we were able to take over. That's what we need. Now we got a little bit of defense, guys. We got a little bit of defense here. And that offense is going to get you some points. We don't have to get 30. We don't have to get 35 points more. We won the last 2 games with less than 35 points. One game 31, the other one 24 points. Come on. Come on, man. That's the way it should be. Last thing I'm going to get at this Friday, just post-game and looking forward, we got just a week, because next Thursday we play the Lions. There's no unfair advantage of that because the Lions obviously play on Thanksgiving as well. We will play them in Detroit. Lions come off of a loss. They lost to Green Bay. Green Bay starting to find their stride offensively and defensively, as we are. Would like to beat, I'd beat everybody, but like to beat the Lions because that puts us a game with a victory over them. And record-wise, we could probably surpass them and get a spot in the playoffs. We're still in the hunt. We're on the outside looking in. So while we're still hunting, this is the day to do so. This is a game to do so, excuse me. Detroit looks okay, but they've not looked so solid. Their best receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown, looks to be out for a few weeks with a rolled up ankle. He rolled his ankle, a sprained ankle. That's too bad there, but they still have some receivers there, and they have a hell of a running game. Jahmyr Gibbs is starting to really show out here, and both running backs are very dangerous, very potent, and very effective. So they have a solid. They have the best running attack in the game. So we got our work cut out for us. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff cut out for us. The main thing for us, guys, I like what I see. Schottenheimer has his team playing. They're an organization. He's a chip off his dad. We haven't had that. You could see the energy and the level of this locker room. Even when we lose, we just needed defensive players. Eberflus now can do the things he needs to do with that defense because he got players. Got Quentin Williams, Ken Clark. Quentin Williams opens up the opportunities for Clark and Odighizuwa in that middle. The edges are doing better. Ezra Rocco is, again, continuously growing. Linebackers looking good. I like Wilson. I like Wilson there and love having DeMarvin Overshown there. And our secondary is looking better. So we got balance with this team now. We got some pretty good balance. Is it a dominant defense? No. Can it be beaten? Yes. Good game planning, stuff like that. But I like our chances. I like us in a shootout. We haven't had to have a shootout in these last 3 games. But I like us in a shootout. If Detroit's offense is coming with the firepower, I like us, our offense against their defense next week. we'll get into next week, next week's game, a little more next after the weekend. I just wanted to tap in a little bit, put this out there. Happy with the three-game winning streak, guys. 3-game winning streak. That's a beautiful thing. So we'll take it. Hope that the team can continue to build on it. We're pretty healthy. The news is that Trevon Diggs will be ready to play next week. That's a good thing. We add depth and experience to a secondary. I'd like to see a very fired up Trevon Diggs come out there and be a part of this situation along with Deron Bland. Teach the young guys and prove something for yourself. I know everybody figures he's not going to be back next year, whatever. You got stuff to prove. Make yourself valuable to another team. So we look to use that and be able to just add more to the defense and continue to give the ball back to our offense that can do things. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys tapping in, man. Hit subscribe. I always got to ask for that. Hit subscribe, hit like. Show me what you're thinking. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate where this is going. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. My name is Mark Howard. We're going to always talk Cowboys. That's what we do. We talk Cowboys here.